Something that I've learned from working as an acoustician is that most of the things that I worry about never happen. And instead, where I least expect it, something else shows up and just in the back. It's happened to me several times now when I've been designing like timber buildings. That's very exciting because there's not always you can find ready-made solutions on the shelf that you can just pick and solve a problem. So you often have to invent the solution yourself and use it for the first time, and that can be quite scary. I mean, I'll never forget the first time I went on site to measure one of the buildings that I've personally been involved in the whole process. I was so nervous in the morning that I literally threw up. And I don't think that's ever happened before, or not after either. But that was quite something. And you know that feeling when you get out there and you start measuring and so nervous, and then approved results start ticking in the display of the Norsonic, and then it's like, whew, it's the best feeling in the world. But anyways, the funny thing is that it's happened to me several times now that there's been things when I've been working in the design process that kept me up at night because I'm so worried. Will this work? Or have I done something wrong? Am I sure about this? And I think it through back and forth 100 times. And then when I come out on site, I measure, and it turns out that I have a huge margin. So all that worry was all for nothing. That was energy not well spent. And then something else happens that I was perhaps even confident that this will work. I'm sure that it's gonna be just fine. And you start to measure, and it's like, oi, 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 this is pretty close. You know, when in the sports, when you're jumping over the height, and there's this bar that you cannot push down, and you jump, and you're so close, so you almost touch it, and but it stays there. That's what it can feel like sometimes. And those things usually happen where I was certain that this is not a problem at all. So I guess this is a fact of life that it works like this. So just have to deal with it. And I guess the conclusion from this little rant is that worrying is rather pointless. There are better ways to spend your energy. Have you also experienced this situation that I described? Let me know. It would be fun to start a conversation. See ya.